I was a terrible coward when it comes to fighting. I never believed that I deserved this. I never believed I was good enough to fight for the world title. Never mind winning. I was very shy. If an adult spoke to me, this is how crazy it was, like a teacher spoke to me in a stern way, I just stopped blubbering. I don't know why, I just stopped blubbering. I was just a nervy kind of kid. My brother was my best mate. I followed him everywhere. I went to the boxing club because he went to the boxing club. I walked in the gym, it was like a jungle of people, and that kind of intimidated me. And I was like stood at the bottom near the door, and I looked up at the top of the ring where Brendan was. He went, "Come here." And now, because I'm a nervy kind of kid, now I'm starting to sweat and hyperventilate, thinking, Jesus. He said, "What's your name?" I said, "Johnny Nelson." He said, "Can you read?" My reading wasn't that good anyway. I thought, how does he know? I said, "Yeah." "Can you write?" "Yeah." "Can you add up?" "Yeah." He said, "Tell me about yourself." And then just as I was about to talk, he went, "Stop, face the wall and tell me about yourself." I'm Johnny Nelson, I'm 13 years old. It's the first day I've walked in the gym, and Brendan's told me to come and talk to the wall for 2 minutes about myself. Brendan's very unorthodox in his teachings. To get you to talk to the wall about yourself for 2 minutes, he wants you to have confidence, because I might have to speak to an adult, someone on the radio, someone on TV, and he doesn't want you to come across as an idiot. He has you singing and shadowboxing in front of a crowd, hand-foot-eye coordination to the beat of the music. He wants you to be able to do that under pressure, because you're going to get heckled, you're going to get laughed at. Brendan's tone of voice made you trust him. You just thought, he's all right, him. When I first started, I was terrible. Guys at 8 stone were beating me up. I didn't want to fight. I didn't want to be a champion. I didn't want to travel the world. I just went to the gym to make friends. Now, I didn't care if I won or lost. I was a terrible coward when it comes to fighting. And people don't get that. I had 13 amateur fights. I won 3. Nobody wanted to go in the corner with me because I was that embarrassing. And the only reason why I turned professional is because I thought, what am I doing this for? I might as well get paid for it. So everybody's saying, you don't want to turn pro, you're no good, you're rubbish. It wasn't, they didn't hide the fact or say it behind my back. They'd laugh in my face. They'd tell me I was rubbish in my face. I had my first fight, I lost. Second professional fight, I lost. Third professional fight, and I'm thinking, I'll get to 5. If I haven't won one, I'm definitely backing it in. Then I started to win, and I thought, damn. I thought if I get to 5 fights, I've not won one, I'll pack it in and go and get a job. I thought I'll try and be a policeman. My elder brother had joined the police force as well. So again, I'm trying to follow my brother. And eventually I won the British title. And some people think winning the British title, you've done it. You know, from how you started, you were rubbish. I actually thought, this is pretty easy, this is. The level I'm at, I thought I'm going to get exposed soon. So when it comes to boxing for the world title against Carlos de Leon in Sheffield, to me, this dark cloud was looming in on me. And I thought, the day of reckoning is coming.
Are we ready? Come on, it's your right.
Fight night came to fight Carlos de Leon at the Sheffield City Hall, and it was packed out. Every fight I've ever seen in my life were at the City Hall. Old school friends, old school teachers, people off TV, Linda Lusardi, Frank Bruno, Michael Watson. Now all of a sudden, I'm really scared, because now I'm reverting back to that shy young 13, 14-year-old that walked in the gym. I never believed that I deserved this. I never believed I was good enough to be in the position I was to fight for the world title. Never mind win it. That fight, I have never got past 3 rounds watching it, because I look at that Johnny then, and I know the mental torture and torment he's going through. That Johnny, I know what's in his head. I'm going to get exposed here. This guy's boxed Evander Holyfield, he's from Puerto Rico, everybody knows who he is in the world. In his day, he was top dog. And I want to put my hand in the screen and slap his face.
He's poking his hand up and then just flicking the wrist. These are not punches. But Nelson has done absolutely nothing of an offensive nature since the first bell sounded.
The decision is a draw.
The crowd booed me left, right and centre. They were absolutely hammering me. The fight was terrible. Everybody's talking about it. I wasn't ready. I was a boy in a man's body.
Everybody's looking at me as I got banged out. What's your problem?
Before that fight, I had so many friends, people I didn't even know being really nice to me. After that fight, I saw a wicked side to people. The common joke was a guy was in a coma and they put a Johnny Nelson Carlos De Leon fight on. He woke up to turn the TV off. Someone kept writing letters to Brendan, putting 3 white feathers in these envelopes, and he was getting loads of hate mail and abuse for me. I was just consumed by the horrible things what people were saying and doing. It was just such a dark, dark time. I'll tell you, if I was a weak man, without a doubt, I'd have probably topped myself. Brendan knew I was hurting. It was hard for Brendan as well, because remember, if I looked bad, he looked bad. He could have easily said, look, you need to pack this in, son. Get away. Because it reflected on everybody else in the gym. It reflected on the reputation of the gym. But he didn't. He didn't do that. He stuck by me. In my head, I'd invested too much to walk away. And even though I'm saying I didn't want to be world champion, I thought I need to stick it out to the point where I think, yeah, that'll do me. That's stuff you all. So I went on to win the European title. Now I've got a crack to fight for the world title again in Fredericksburg, Virginia. I got in the ring. James Waring was in the other corner, and his trainer shouts, remember the De Leon fight. He's got no bottle, he's got no heart, he doesn't want it. As soon as he said that,
Johnny Nelson fighting like a pacifist here tonight.
I was still shell-shocked from the De Leon fight, from the onslaught after it.
What round's this, John? Come on, no, listen to me. Don't say you know. After the fight's gone, start walking the shirt. No, listen, look it, not relaxing, because I'm sick here watching you. If you had him in the gym, you'd knock him out.
Johnny Nelson has really been odious here today.
It's just a setback. He'll come back, he'll win the British and European title again. He's got to become world champion.
I lost the fight against James Waring. I'm getting ridiculed in the boxing world, publicly. I'm a coward, I can't fight, I'm useless. I'm the butt of all jokes. It hurt. I kind of went into exile, not of my own choice, because nobody would give me work in England. I had to travel the world where people had never heard of me. So I had to go and spar with world champions as a sparring partner, live in a grotty little bedsit while these guys would leave the gym in their stretch limousines and their wives sat next to him. I just beat him up, and I've got to walk back to this bedsit, scratching around for food. And I'm thinking, is this what my life's about? This is for years now. If I'd have walked away then from boxing, it would affect every aspect of my life. Now I know I cannot go on knowing people think I'm a coward. So now I've got to box. I now know I can fight. I now know I'm not a coward. I now believe in myself. The problem is nobody else did. When I boxed Dennis Andrews, it was me trying to break through and get some work from the then promoter Frank Warren. Now I think the only reason why he did me a favour is because he was promoting Prince Married. Prince Naz was my friend. And I said, look, get him a fight. Naz told me him and Frank had a £1 bet that I would lose. Frank had a £1 bet that I would lose. £1? Have I embarrassed myself that much that you think I'm that bad? So when I boxed Dennis Andrews and beat him up and I was horrible and nasty to him, it's because I was angry at myself. I was angry at people thought he could beat me. I was angry at the £1 bet. So now you're looking at a new improved Johnny Nelson that actually believes I will not lose. I won the European title. I rightfully got myself in a position to box Carl Thompson. Carl Thompson boxed Chris Eubanks twice. Chris put up 2 great performances, lost. Carl Thompson now knows he's got to fight me. I will not lose again because now I know. I box with the best in the world, I spar with the best in the world. No chance. I got in the ring first because I'm the challenger. So I'm stood waiting for Carl Thompson. So regardless of how bad he thinks he is when he's walking to the ring, he's looking at this guy that wants to smash him because it's my last chance. If I lose this fight, it's over. There's no 4th chance. So I can't afford to lose. I've got too much on the line. So it came to the fight, and I started off at a pace, throwing the shots in and out. It was easy. Pop, popping, pop, popping. It's like poking a dog that's on the chain, getting mad. Say things, get him angry, and just to rattle him. So he forgot game plan, he just wanted to kill me, and that's how I wanted him. And it's a dangerous game to play, but it worked.
Oh, a right hand! Dex Thompson in the 4th round!
When I knocked Carl Thompson down, I probably didn't get the full appreciation of the shot as much as the crowd did, because it wasn't a hard shot, it was just a fast shot. So it's not like when you tense something, you whack and you feel a punch. It was just a fast timed shot. So when he went down, I thought, what? I hit you hard enough. I knew it wasn't over then, because I knew the shot wasn't hard enough, but I knew I could hurt him.
This is a much, much different Johnny Nelson than the one we've seen before in world title fights. And he's going to stop it. It's over in the 5th round.
I thought the stoppage in the 5th round, yes, I thought it was premature because, again, there was no closure. I wanted to finish off what I was doing. When the referee jumped in and stopped it, and he waved his hands, I looked at the referee and said, oh, are we really done? Are we done? That moment felt like a spirit had lifted something off my shoulder, and I just dropped on the floor. And I'm like, oh God, I've done it! On the floor, rolling on my back. Then all of a sudden, like, I managed to get myself and got up, and to say, you've done it, be cool. I'd become world champion. Johnny Nelson, who had 13 amateur fights and only won 3, had all of a sudden won the world title. And then I realised, once I'd settled down, I realised who I'd done it for.
You've laid a few ghosts to rest there, and they've been around for 7-8 years.
This, for me, was just to show that Brennan Ingles' system works. I'm a product of St Thomas's Boxing Club. I entered the gym with nothing, no natural talent, no natural raw ability. I entered the gym with nothing. I'm a product of the gym. I am the gym.
That's exactly what I am. Even today, I'm a product of the gym because of the sort of person that he made me. This man stuck by me when I embarrassed him, embarrassed his family, embarrassed his gym, embarrassed his legacy. When 99% of people walked away, he stuck by me. The biggest coward in the world. His own city turned against him. I nearly killed boxing in Sheffield. I'd become world champion. I'd become world champion. I didn't care about no slaps on the back for me because I knew the same people that were slapping me back after the fight saying, John, you were brilliant, were the same people that abused me, mocked me behind my back. So now those people have got to think, wow, how's Johnny done that? Won a world title, made 13 defences and retired as champion. How's he done that? He was rubbish.